Acumatica Cloud ERP. Reporting tools. Acumatica provides reporting tools to deliver tailored business intelligence views to users in your organization. Using Acumatica's reporting tools, you can modify existing Acumatica reports and develop new ones. These can be delivered online, converted to PDF or Excel, and delivered via email. In this video, I will demonstrate 3 reporting utilities that are included with Acumatica. The first is a web-based financial reporting tool. The second is a Windows-based desktop utility that allows you to create custom views of your data. The third is a generic inquiry designer for building SQL-driven database queries. Within Acumatica, we start by taking a look at our web-based financial report writer. I will select my finance workspace and a profit and loss statement. As I run this report, this is an example of a report that was created using Acumatica's web-based financial report writer. As you can see on this report, each one of the links is a hyperlink, which allows me to drill down to the data behind it. There are also several functions on my report that allow me to do things such as print, send via email, or export my report. If I would like to make any modifications to this report, I can select Edit My Report, and I am taken into the financial report writer. The report definition screen allows me to specify input parameters and define the appearance of my report. Each report consists of a row set, a column set, and a unit set. The row set, for example, allows me to define the content and appearance of rows within my report. In this example, I have a data source which is sales. As I open the sales field, I can decide how I would like to expand the data within my report. Perhaps I would like to see sub-accounts or just the parent account within the report. I can specify which to include by defining things like an account range or an account class for my report. The column sets within the Acumatica Financial Report Writer allow me to control the columns of my report and to create side-by-side comparisons over different periods. The unit set within the Financial Report Writer is an optional feature, and this feature allows me to define a tree structure for my reports. In this example, you can see that we're using branches to define tree structure. This means when I run my profit and loss, I can view one branch at a time versus a consolidated view. Reports can be added to any menu and have specific permission controls about who can access them. I can run a report by selecting it from the menu and defining required parameters such as financial periods. When I view the report, in this example, I'll be able to view it in groups because I specified the unit set on our report definitions. Next, we'll talk about the desktop utility within Acumatica that is intended to allow you to take printed forms and reports and modify the look and feel. I'll edit an invoice within Acumatica. A desktop utility opens where I can type in my password, and I'm taken to the template for my report. On this report, I can use any table and field in my Acumatica database. I can import a list of tables and fields using web services to define the schema for my report. Within the schema, I can define the tables, relationships, parameters that users can define at the time of running the report, and sorting and grouping details. Using this desktop utility, I can navigate over to the Fields tab. Once my schema is defined, I can drag and drop values into the header, detail, or footer sections of my report. Within each field, I can also define the properties, which change the design and appearance of my report. The final reporting tool we'll be looking at is the Acumatica Generic Inquiry Designer. This is an online query tool for creating SQL-driven database queries which can be added to menus and dashboards. This invoiced items query is an example of a query that was written using the Generic Inquiry Designer. To see how this query was defined, I can navigate to Customization and edit my generic inquiry. To write a generic inquiry, select the database tables that you need to include. Next, relate the records in the table using the key data fields. In the Conditions tab, you can describe any specific conditions of the records that you'd like to select. Finally, select the fields you want to display in the Results Grid tab. In this example, I've created an inquiry that lists all of the invoices for my customers. This generic inquiry can even be converted into a pivot table, and generic inquiries are the source that drive dashboards. Acumatica reporting tools are completely integrated, so all security policies and features are included in all reports. Acumatica reports can be run by anybody that has permission to access them and will include only data that users are authorized to see. Any user can be authorized to develop these reports using the Financial Report Writer. Thank you for joining me today for this overview of Acumatica's reporting tools. For more information, please visit www.acumatica.com, where you can find additional resources and videos.